Okay, we're talking about how to replace your QR on the Navigator Pro. So if you were concerned that it wasn't functioning properly, then it might be time to trade it out for a new one. Now we have this spare part, the quick release spare part, at your local store or on northkb.com. So to make this change, what you're going to want is some multi-grips, a 2.5mm Allen key, and a drift punch, or something that's less than 4mm or 1/4 of an inch. This one's a 3mm drift punch. And then this is a jig that just makes things a little bit easier. We're hoping to make this 3D file available for people who've got a 3D printer, so you can print off your own. So first thing you want to do is run your lines out on your control bar, and then grab onto the end of the landing line and pull that right through until you get to the loop-to-loop connection with the flying lines. Now just push those apart and that loop-to-loop will come out, and then pull the landing line all the way through until the end comes out from the loop, and that will come off. So just put that aside for now. I'm going to grab trusty old jig. Sometimes it's a good idea to just tie the end of this flying line onto your harness loop so it doesn't go anywhere. Now I'm going to pop this top of the spinning handle into this jig, and I'm going to use the drift pin just to push this knurled pin out. So the ends of the pin actually have some little dimples, and that just makes it easy for a tool that you're pushing on there to stay in place. So give that a good firm push, and that's going to come out. So you can put that pin aside, and now give that a wiggle and this all comes apart. So it's as easy as grabbing the new one, take the dual pin out. So you'll notice on the end of this shaft there's a couple of little slots here. Now you're going to want to line those slots up with the holes in the spinning handle. So feed your flying line through the middle. You'll also notice there's a little key here. That's got to line up the top and the bottom spinning handle so you get it around the right way. Then push it together, pop it in the jig. Put your pin in. Give that a little wiggle, make sure it's in place. Then I find it easiest to get your multi-grips. We've wrapped a bit of tape on there so it's not going to damage the pin or the spinning handle. Give that a good squeeze and drive it home. You want to make sure that this is flush. If you had tried to put it in from the wrong side, it'd be sticking out here and it wouldn't be all flush. So there should be a little 0.5mm gap here which keeps this spinning freely. So don't be alarmed if there's a little gap there. And then at this stage I would put the landing line back on. So grab your landing line, feed that through the loop. So it's really important that this loop-to-loop connection is as small as possible. So wind out any twists and then pull it together. Pull that firmly together. Now you can pull on your flying line to pull the landing line back in, and at this stage I would take the old harness loop off. The old harness loop, because that's still all functioning fine. Give that a push. Once you've pulled down the lock guard, it's just a push, twist and off. Same with this one, it's a push, twist and connect, and then pull the little lock guard ring down into place, and the pull tab, make sure that's around the back. Now we're going to get our 2.5mm Allen key and just unwind this screw off the old QR body. Just pull that finger out. So it is actually sided. If you have the text that's talking about the rider weight, you'll want to have that on the back of the QR. Now the back of the QR is where this screw is. Take that screw out. Just give it a good push up until you can see the holes are lining up. Back in with the fastener. Do that up tightly. Okay, and now that's your QR all ready to go.